Hey everybody, and welcome back to the show. Today we're playing some more Hades, and we get to unlock this sick final gun. The Exagriff. The Exagriff? Just Exagriff. It's a gun. I have a gun, and I can shoot people with my gun, and it's great. Multi-hits are pretty sick with the gun. I kind of want to do a Zeus gun run, so I'm going to try for it. Maybe I should take the Shattered Shackle right away and see kind of where my build goes. The gun's base damages are pretty low, and you can take advantage of the high multi-hit. It's probably the best multi-hit weapon in the game. That or the fists. I don't know which one I want. I kind of want to try the shackle here. Start leveling this one up. We've got the Lucky Tooth, the level 3, so it's like at 100 health death defy, which is great. I'm gonna level the shackle. I'm gonna start working on the shackle, and then we have 0 heat on the gun because we just unlocked it, so I'm not gonna do any heat this run.
Hi, everyone.
Let's go. What do we got? Just give me Zeus or Dionysus anyway. Oh, I'm so good. How am I so good? How does he do it?
Well, if it isn't the one and only rail of adamant in your possession there. To strike one's enemies from afar is really the only way, I think, and it's about as good a substitute for lightning bolts as you're likely to find.
Attack? Oh. Where's my attack? I'll just take cast. I like cast. Pew, 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 pew. Ooh, chaos gates. And we're only giving up darkness? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Man, shooting this is so fun. All right. So right here, I make a big uh-oh. It turns out when I was streaming, I set my Streamlabs OBS mute button as the same as my Discord mute button. And I pressed my Discord mute button to make sure the app wasn't open during recording and heard no noise. And I was like, cool, great. The app is closed. And it turns out that it also muted my mic. So from this point on in the episode, I'll be doing a voiceover. And yeah, that's how it be. All right, I hope you enjoy.
I've traveled recently beyond my senses, son of Hades. I persist here only in the fathomless depths. I know what lies out there, having created it, but I know nothing of what it is like right now. Do not tell me. I prefer to think of all the possibilities.
This is a good boon right here. You know, 75% bonus gold is just like amazing. Amazing. And I don't think this you know, the Bane, the trade-off for chaos, I don't think it's too bad. This cast early game, by the way, feels amazing. You just are one-shotting everybody, bouncing around between people. I feel like a spellcaster. Brought that dude out back.
No way.
Oh, I missed a gold urn there. Whoopsies. Saw it flash right when I was leaving. All right, so these enemies, we have not encountered these too many, or too often rather. If they hit you, they kind of come up to you and try to grab you, and if they hit you, they chain you in place, which can allow you to take more damage, especially with the brimstones, those laser dudes. If you're locked in place and you get lasered, it can be like 20 damage. It can hurt quite a bit for early game. So, highly recommend dodging. Highly recommend not getting hit. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't have the range for that, my guy. But I can cast. That has the range.
The boon I got from chaos has a new effect.
Alright, so now my chaos boon is worn up. Or, the time has run out, so I get a ton of bonus gold. Makes me very happy. Bonus gold is great. Zap. And of course, taking money is awesome. One thing that I should look out for on this run here is the Daedalus Hammer, which makes your attacks do more damage based on how much money you have. If you get that with like some extra money boons, you can get some big attacks. I've never gotten too crazy of a run with that, and I'd really like to. Using my special for the first time ever. At this point, I think I realized that I haven't really used my gun too much, or talked about what the gun does. I kind of just picked it up and went. You've got 12 bullets. If you shoot and hold shoot without doing anything, it just clicks, so you have to reload manually or at least let go. It doesn't do it automatically. So you want to try to reload right at 12, or at least pay attention to how many bullets you're shooting, and reload kind of when you're moving and not shooting anyways. The other thing it can do is shoot a rocket. The special is a rocket. It's like a big explosive, just like that. There's some Daedalus Hammers that can make your special pretty wild, or some aspects that can make your special pretty wild, but I find it pretty underwhelming, just at a base, so I tend to not use it very much. Unless there's like a big horde of enemies, in which case it's fine. Ooh, I don't have a very good AoE solution here. This is actually, I should be specialing more probably in this fight. Not just on the boss, but on all the floater dudes. Ow. Oh my lord. Don't stand on top of this guy. So here, I definitely need to be using my cast on the ads a little bit. If I use it on him, the crystal just sticks in there and I can't use it anymore to clear all the ads. So I quite like specialing the ads, or casting on the ads, because I get the crystals back so I can do it more. This might be a case where there's a mirror upgrade that instead of multiple cast crystals, it like recharges. This particular fight might be a case where recharging is actually nice, because I can throw the main cast at the boss and then let it bounce to the other guys. But we'll see what Dionysus has for us here. I'm interested to see kind of what he gives me. I don't know why I didn't look at the list there. Nice, just snap the attack. Again, the gun is a multi-attack, right? It's one of the better multi-attack options in the game, so it can stack 5 Hangover that quickly. And you know, 5 Hangover is pretty good damage. Get it stacked very quickly, and you know, enemies will melt. Oh, the Zeus cast is so fun. It's probably not the best cast, if I'm being honest, but it's just so fun.
Let's see.
Take some darkness. Plus, this isn't a skull fight. You get more gems for it, right? But half health, it's probably a good idea to not take the skull fight, so you can be as safe as possible for the boss fight. Maybe that's like lame. It's probably lame. But I like not losing death defies early, because they feel so good later in the game. In fact, we had that one run recently where I think that was last episode, where I almost lost, but I got all my death defies back, and that allowed us to beat Hades. These dudes have a lot of health, man. Holy moly. Or a lot of armor, at least. The health kind of melts away. I don't really need anything from Sisyphus here. Maybe heal would be nice, but the double boot is way better. So, I forgot, this was Zeus Dionysus, right? So I was just looking to see what the duo would look like. You can't get duos from these rooms. These 2 boon rooms can't give you duos. But you can set up for duos later. Like if you look for trippy shot and one of the Zeus things here, then later, anytime you see those, you have a possibility for a duo. I think here I was just looking at like what are good duos. The Demeter one's very good. I actually like the Sea Storm one, the Poseidon one, quite a bit. Lightning Rod is cool. I've never really gotten an opportunity to make that like pop off, but it seems pretty sweet, especially with Artemis. There's a lot of cast focus things. I like that. I like the God Gauge one. The Demeter one's looking pretty sweet here. And then we go look at Dionysus boons too. I think for here we want to look at anything that improves Hangover. So if we find Trippy Shot, we'd probably take it. That one's very good. The Hangover on crit, or yeah, that's the Artemis one, right? Hangover and crit, or maybe Artemis is Festive Fog, I can't remember. Yeah, Hangover afflicted foes are more likely to take crit damage. That's another very good one. And Festive Fog dealing lightning damage is also pretty good with Jolted, because that will reapply Jolted very quickly. Exclusive access seems like it'd be fun. Just all your boons are epic. If you could somehow like force it early, you have to get pretty lucky, but let's see what we can set up. Take Dionysus. I think the Zeus challenge is pretty easy. I don't special a ton, so I don't really care about that. These are not what I was looking for, so I'm just going to take the Nectar, get max health, and piss off Zeus.
This is outrageous, Zagreus. Even your father would agree that actions such as that can't go unpunished.
Well, that's that.
So now we battle. Dash directly into a Zeus Lightning Strike. A good player. And right now, I'm just shooting bad guys. That was an example of a time though it's okay to special, I think. There's a bunch of dudes in the corner. Yeah, even then, like, just casting would have done more AoE damage.
Toward you, much as I might try. They're better not to tempt me, just in case.
I go for the Jolted because I know that I want one of the duos for it. And honestly, the special lightning damage is not that much more damage just because I don't special a ton. Maybe I should special more if I see a boon like that. In hindsight, maybe the Epic is actually better, but I'm taking the Jolted and I'm rolling with it. Rolling with it. I really want to get rerolls soon. I'm going to try to get that as soon as I can. Because taking keys just feels so bad for your current run. Like, it doesn't give you anything. I mean, same with darkness and gems, but for some reason keys just feel worse to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I know that they can give you such a beneficial thing that when they don't, it feels awful. I'm not sure exactly why, but not taking the key is just kind of my move. I melted everybody there. That was amazing. Zeus cast is so fun. I gotta say. Missing the shop kind of hurts because I have a ton of money, but I have to take Chaos. Chaos is just so good. And do I remember to give gift here? No. I need a gift to Chaos. I haven't gotten the egg yet. So these are not really what I'm looking for. Man, this run really wants me to go special. I got a Dionysus special and an Epic Zeus special that I should have taken probably. And then the special damage. But on the other side, not collecting a cast hurts in the boss fight quite a bit. Because you can't always have a cast crystal in them, which means you can't really... you kind of miss out on some damage, I think.
Charon's shop.
And here we can just buy everything, so I think that's what we do.
Should help keep me going.
Daedalus Hammer.
Hidden power.
All right, so this is an interesting choice. I think all three of these options are pretty sweet. Ricochet Fire sounds good for AoE with the Hangover, but with the Zeus cast and the special, I think that our AoE is actually fine. So I end up taking the Seeking Fire here. I might know that ahead of when I actually do it in this video. because I was debating for quite a while because these are both good, right? But I was kind of worried about my single target damage against bosses. So I wanted to take a damage increase and make my damage more consistent. So I take the Seeking Fire there.
Well, my plan to get a hold of you via the boatman worked out flawlessly. Harness the might of the sea, then, why don't you?
These kind of are a bummer. The special is like maybe a good get off me tool, but it's just so slow. I don't really want to take that. I think I just take Sunken Treasure. Get some money back.
Fury.
Got 90 money, so I only lost 60, and I got a bunch of darkness and a bunch of gems and some health. That seems fine. Not the greatest, but that seems pretty okay.
Oh, good.
Murder?
How about no? No murder. No murder.
Murder. Murder. I shot a whole clip there out of range on accident. Taking free damage, not reloading the gun, just really playing well here, as you can tell. Ow. Let me just tank that hit straight to the face.
The walls.
That was a good dodge. So I think in that attack pattern, she does the one instant attack that kind of stuns you, and then she does the dash that shoots projectiles out. So it's like you kind of, for that second dash, you wanna kind of dash yourself in a triangle to dodge the attack and the projectiles, like her dash forward and the projectiles she shoots out. Or just dash twice. Because dash is OP, makes you invulnerable, so might as well just dash more. Murder? Murder.
No murder.
She's like a Pokemon. It's like murder on. Murder, murder?
Did Zagreus just shudder?
I love the foreshadowing when you pick up Titan's Blood. Your weapon kind of shudders, he says. Titan's Blood, we'll learn in the next episode, Titan's Blood does some interesting things with weapons that I'll save for future me to explain.
Can wash away my boons.
Losing boons, by the way, is almost never worth it. It's either if it's a boon that you really don't like, and it's not doing anything for you, or you like need a death defy and you have to give up a kind of crappy boon. But like even, you know, to get duos, right? Sometimes you kind of need to hold on to crappy boons. Like I could take Deadly Flourish for Splitting Headache. And if I take Deadly Flourish, like I don't really care that I have Deadly Flourish. I just want the Splitting Headache, and then some other way to do crit damage. There's a lot of Artemis duos that I quite like. I really like Artemis personally as a god. I think that she synergizes with herself so well that taking the arrowhead is pretty safe, pretty consistently. Consistently. Enunciate.
Up we go then. Good.
Off to area number 2. Asphodel.
Hot up here.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
That's not how that works, I think. Even if they're undead, right? So even if you crush them to dust, they still get reanimated, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, the seeking bullets are fun. The jolted damage there is pretty sweet. 60 bonus damage when they attack. I should try and pay attention to that and cast after they take damage. Speaking of gods that self-synergize, by the way, Zeus's jolted The more shock damage you can have, the better the jolted effect is. Also worth noting that I can apply Hangover and Jolted, so there's a mirror upgrade that says you do more damage when you have multiple debuffs on enemies. I don't actually think I have that yet. So like you can saw my 25 damage a second from Hangover, or a tick on Hangover didn't change. But eventually you kind of look for ways to get 2 debuffs early to kind of help boost you in your damage output. If you can have Hangover and Jolted on somebody, or like Hangover and Weak, for example, Hangover and Marked from Artemis, anything like that. Chill, Rupture from Poseidon, all of those are debuffs, and if you can have 2 debuffs on an enemy, you will deal 20% more damage to them, or more from the mirror. I don't know what it maxes at, actually. This song's pretty. I sat here for a bit.
From within
Just
the
listening.
humble residence in Asphodel reverberates the golden-sounding voice of Lorn Eurydice, who once attempted to escape the underworld and failed utterly, much like Prince Zagreus.
You watch yourself, old man. Eurydice, thank you for making me feel welcome in your pleasant home. Can't say the same for most places I've been lately. I have a small gift I wanted you to have.
Oh, that's awful sweet of you, Your Royal Majesty. Bringing me fresh ingredients like this. Know what? Here's something for you too. Help keep you safe out there.
Thanks so much.
The acorn's an interesting keepsake. It your first three hits in boss fights don't count. And then as you level it, I think that count goes up more. I don't know how far.
Perfect these recipes for I don't know how long.
The boons I can upgrade just aren't worth like the rarity upgrades, so I think I just take Palm Porridge here. I think you get more value out of the Palm Porridge. Even though I only get 3 levels instead of 4, it's still pretty good. I thought that I could level the Premium Vintage maybe to get more max health, but I couldn't.
Bye.
Careful, hon.
I hear something.
Ooh, it's a Thanatos round.
You're back. I thought you made it out. No matter. You might want to stand back.
That's not my style, thank
Oh, ow, oh my god, I got locked there. I like couldn't dash. That was pretty brutal. Wow, that was a lot of damage. And then just more. I'm just gonna take infinite free damage and shoot Thanatos. Yeah, I'm really playing this well. There is a good reason to try and beat Thanatos here. He gives you max health if you can kill more enemies than he does. So I'm not actually sure I succeed in doing here. I'm ahead right now. Wow, it was very close right there. And very close again. Man, he beat me by 1. But it was close. Just checking, I already have the Hermes keepsake.
Wanted to let you know my sister Artemis is out looking for you. You should be running into her any chamber now.
Wow, dude, this game's so good. Like, this voice line they wrote just if you have the Artemis keepsake and talk to Hermes before you see Artemis. How sick is that?
What's with the look?
Game's amazing.
You had your hands full, now you don't, thanks to me. Seems I'm left to thanking myself since you're too proud to do it.
I don't know what I'm supposed
You know
to
what would be
say.
kind of fun as like a more of a risk for the Thanatos fights? I wish you made it so that like if you lost, you took 25 damage or something.
No time
Or
for this.
down to 1 health if you were below 25. I don't think it should kill you. That's too much like pressure, too many field ads if you have kind of a slow DPS build. You know, like he one-shots boss enemies, right? So it's kind of hard to on some like shield builds that just build up debuffs, it's kind of hard to beat that.
Incompetence.
So it shouldn't kill you ever, but it'd be cool to kind of get punished if you can't kill stuff fast enough. As an interesting kind of, maybe a pact of punishment, like a specific Thanatos pact or something. I don't know how that'd work, because if you don't see Thanatos, it's like no pact of punishment. But it could be interesting. In fights like this, I should be looking to apply Jolted when I can. Which is kind of what I'm doing. Pick up crystals, kill the ice bastions first, or whatever those things are called. I'm almost full healed, thanks to the Well of Charon that I picked up. Ow. They drop bombs, Dakota. You should dodge those bombs. Jolted killed that one. That was nice. Jolted does a lot of damage. I wish I had a more consistent lightning application here.
Lady Artemis.
You seem particularly light on your feet there, Zagreus. I'd figure Hermes himself was...
Oh, man. Okay, this is a hard choice. So I can take the special to try to get the duos that I'm interested in. But I don't love this special, right? Again, unless I already have a Daedalus hammer that upgrades it, or an aspect that focuses on it, I just don't care to use it. It's just not that much damage, and it's so slow. But if I take the special boon, I can get duos with a lot of gods. However, the 4% crit chance applies to your hangover stacks. So every time your hangover ticks, there's a chance that it will crit if you have pressure points. I love pressure points with a hangover kind of, or like a lightning build. So I'm gonna take it because I think it's just so much stronger than the special that the chance of duos being gone is an okay trade-off. That is probably greedy because there's a duo that I want and I'm just not gonna be able to get it really. I don't think it's feasible because it's just gonna take so long to get another Artemis boon that allows me to get the duos and then get another one that's actually a duo. It'll be hard. So I could see that choice actually, I could see that choice being wrong, but it felt so right, you know? My mind's telling me no, but my body is telling me to crit. It's telling me no, but my body wants to crit. Silly.
More burn flingers.
See, that special missed both of them there, by the way, because they dodged out of it so fast. It's so slow. I mean, this is a bad example because these guys are very jumpy. Because I'm missing my cats too, and those are seeking targeted attacks, so it's not like it's not like they're easy to hit when you're not specialing. But this special is so slow that when it's not upgraded, I'm just not that interested in it. Zap.
There's something. I'll just take that.
Get some coin. Check for some other cool stuff in here just to make sure I'm not missing things. These big areas, it's easy to miss stuff. I don't want to sell anything though, so I'm not going there. I have so much money, I better take a shop here, yeah.
Just what I need.
Heal to full. I'm kind of upset that there's Poseidon here. I just don't like Poseidon as a god. I think he's the worst, and that's mainly because his knockbacks don't apply to bosses. I'm not sure if his rupture does if you hit them with a knockback ability and they're not knocked back. And he even has a boon that's like supposed to fix that, like your knockback abilities do more damage against bosses. But that's just so much commitment, right? And to be fair, to his credit, the knockback makes a lot of non-boss rooms pretty trivial because you just knock people in the walls and one-shot them, and it's very fun. Don't get me wrong, that's very fun. But yeah, just like you feel it in the boss fights, and the boss fights are kind of what you need to scale towards in this game. I don't need to scale towards specific rooms. With enemies in them, I feel like I need to scale for the Hades fight and the Theseus Asterius fight, or else they're just gonna do too much damage to me. This fight, however, especially with a ranged weapon, just feels pretty trivial. Before the Pact of Punishment, the Pact of Punishment Hydra fight gets a little trickier because the Hydra can kind of leave from his bounding box, right? There's a bit of a circle where he can influence, and you just stand outside of that with a ranged weapon, and you don't really have to care. In the Pact of Punishment Extreme Measures upgrade, that is no longer the case. I don't know what I was doing over there. Gotta go get cast crystals, I guess. So, oh my gosh, let me miss my cast. One interesting thing you'll see me try to do here is, I don't do it on this Hydra, but try to get the bounces so that they each have a crystal in them. So that, yeah, I do it right here. So see, I bounce it off two different guys so they end up in two different places. And that way they both take the bonus damage from having a crystal. Which is pretty handy. It's like 20 or 30% bonus damage, I think. And now I just have to pew 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 this Hydra until it dies. And not stand in lava. Good honor.
Enough.
Take a diamond.
I'll just tuck that away.
All right, so I have 2 diamonds, which means the next diamond I get will allow me to unlock rerolls on my keys, which will be amazing. I'll actually want to take keys again. I try to always take the Yarn of Ariadne. I just think it's good.
Should I take the trade?
70 coin to just make sure your next boon is solid. You can't get commons. The worst you can get is a rare, which I think is feasible. I don't think that allows you to get heroics. I'm actually unsure on that interaction. But you know, rares and epics are pretty likely when you have that, and that's just so much better than the commons. I think I say screw Poseidon and go for max health. Yep. Gotta pew pew these fools. Cast AoE is pretty sweet. I didn't hit the butterfly ball at all there, and it took 2 casts plus 2 jolteds, I think. Does jolted actually... Hold on, does jolted proc on the butterfly? Yeah, it does. I think I saw it proc there. Okay. Yeah, so... Jolted is sweet. So someday I want to just do like a full-in, all-in Zeus build. Just everything does lightning. They're jolted all over the place. That sounds like so much fun. I feel like that's got to be pretty high damage if you get everything. Here's another cool thing about this particular Daedalus hammer I have not been utilizing until right now, is you can backstab enemies while they're facing you if you get the angle right, and you can shoot around cover, which is pretty nice for these bow fools. Just plugging away, trying to kill everybody here. Entering X3 always feels really bad. They have so much more health. Wow, okay, this is a case where the special is actually usable, but more usable, but I'm just taking move speed. It's so good. I'm definitely going to go for the duo boon here. Like the hardest choice you could ever see is a duo boon versus a dataless hammer. Those are both just such great upgrade potential. But if it's duo boon versus anything else or dataless hammer versus anything else, you almost always go with the most powerful option, which is Trial of the Goddard or the hammer. So here I'm taking that just to get the possibility of other duos. And again, Zeus can't give me a duo right now in this event, but he can later, right? Once I have the Artemis bonus. Also, this is the second time I've pissed off Zeus this run. So I'm being a very defiant nephew. I have to imagine he's not happy with me. What's my relation to Artemis? Am I cousins with Artemis? I don't know in the mythos lore. I love calling the Hades game lore because it's just Greek mythology, but I don't know in the lore if I am related to Artemis or not. I figure I am somehow. Knowing Zeus. I think I want to take some more consistent dashing to proc my jolted effects more. I'm gonna take that. Just a way to apply jolted. By Poseidon. This run really wanted me to pick Poseidon, by the way. There's so many Poseidon moons.
Found him to get out of here.
So here are some examples where your special's pretty sweet. You know, I actually should have tried the explosive shot with the seeking arrow. I'm not sure how that works, but that could have been fun. What do I take here? Yeah, Zeus seems good. More Zeus. More lightning.
You and me, butterfly ball.
I should not have done all my casts there, probably. I think I realized that here when I pick up a crystal, so I can try to cast to stop the eyes from spawning. You know, stopping the ads from spawning is a very good way to kind of protect your run against the butterfly ball, the super butterfly ball. You get so many ads, it can be hard to like focus on dodging all of them and the butterflies, right? So it's a good idea to try to find a way to damage the butterfly ball. Oh, look at that tracing right there. It's awesome. Try to damage the butterfly ball while also killing the eyes that spawn. You know, in this fight they only spawn as eyes, so might as well try to kill them before they're actual threats. Man, another sick music moment in this fight, by the way. So hype.
Name of Hades.
Chain lightning on my cast seems pretty good. Yeah. And my cast is dealing more damage for a little bit. Another Poseidon that I'm obviously not very happy to see. Very frustrating. I don't need to explain it again, but in a run like this, I really don't want Poseidon. If you get him early and you can like focus on a cool Poseidon build, maybe some of the duos that allow other god effects to take on too, you know, that can be pretty strong. Like I don't think he's unusable bad, right? I don't think any god is unusable bad where you just can't win a run with them. Because I've won plenty of runs with Poseidon. It's just when you're not like synergizing with him, you're doing other things. It feels really bad to take Poseidon boons, I think. Take some extra gems. When they have the skull, that means you get more at the end of it, so it's pretty sweet. The Artemis, Man, the Artemis boon that allows all of your damage a chance to crit when you have all this lightning and all this hangover, it really feels like a pretty good damage up. And I think I had the opportunity to take like a marked, if you crit someone, another enemy is marked. I should have thought about that more because there's just so many instances of damage that can crit that, you know, it wouldn't be that hard to mark enemies. Die to Hangover? Yeah. There's also a Chaos Gate, so I need to not forget about that. Should also be looking for some of my cast crystals as I'm fighting here. It's hard to keep track of all these things, right? But having no cast means I can't apply Jolted, so I pick some up there, pick up another one. The cast plus Jolted is like 250 damage, which is it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I think I let somebody respawn here too on accident. Yeah. Let this dude respawn. That's okay. Not bad.
Let me have it.
Take some chaos for sure.
In the name of Hades.
I will say that this particular chaos position is really scary because I will have the negative effect for the boss fight for Asterius and Theseus. And also all of the choices here are really hard because I don't really care about the special damage. I want the attack damage the most, but not being able to cast or taking damage when you cast is pretty rough because like casting is a 20% damage increase. I think I take it, and I actually think that I should make some choices to cast purposefully when I'm going to deal a lot of damage in the next few seconds. And just take the 3 damage to my health on purpose in this fight. I have so much money that I'm gonna go to a shop. More Poseidon, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Give me a better boon.
Heal the full, might as well take it. Yeah, the call's good. Having a call going into this fight, I've said it before, having a call going into this particular fight is probably the best moment to have a call. The first of the best. The Hades fight's another good one to have a call.
Gentlemen.
Calls are just really handy. I think a lot of people underrate them, but they feel so good.
No, on quite the contrary, I've been under no impression that avoiding conflict is an option here. So
you hell's spawn shall not traverse that gate behind.
All right, Theseus, you're gonna get owned. Look at this smile, by the way. What a dork. Ow. I should be dodging those. I don't know why I'm not casting. Oh, right, because the chaos. He would have been way past half health by now. Had I cast, hit him with the cast crystal. But now we're on the second phase. Now, I should be thinking about casting for the second phase of both of these. The 3 damage that you take is probably it's probably less than the kind of inevitability of the other types of damage you'll take when they're in the harder phases. That being said, I don't think Asterius' hard phase is too hard. You can kind of just dodge into him all the time and not really take too many hits. You have to watch out for the ones he shoots out behind him, but besides that, no big issue. And here I try to find angles to shoot behind him. It's kind of tricky. A lot of stuff in the way. How good is this game? I just like, because this is a voiceover, right? I said my recording got messed up again, but just watching this game is like so incredible. And I'm not, you know, I'm not the best. I'm not going to claim to be the best Hades player out there. I think I can hold my own, but just like watching the game be played, it's so great. So here, early on, I made a mistake of just dodging and not hitting him. That's like an opportunity where he's not blocking at all, and as long as you just keep moving, like, you won't get hit by the god things. Wow, I missed him 3 times in a row there. Ow. Ow. So I took a little bit of cast damage there to get the crystal in it. And again, that will up my damage output. And he's a goner. No death defies lost. Great.
What a loud mouth. Ambrosia. Hope you enjoyed the show.
I need to remember to go talk to my fan. There's a shade that's a fan of Zagreus in those fights. Gotta live it up for him. I think, you know, it's time to take the lucky tooth. Going into Styx. Maybe the Artemis one would be like, okay, but I've already had it for so long, it doesn't guarantee that I'll see that boon again. And I just like, the lucky tooth is very nice to pick up right at the end. For the, just another death defy. It's so good. Go fight Hades with.
Got it.
All right, Dad. I'm coming for you.
Temple of Styx.
Let's go see what the shop has. Okay, so this anvil is pretty sweet. It gets rid of one of your random daedalus hammers and gives you a different one. So right now I'm gonna go look and see what my hammers are. I have the triple bomb and I have the seeking attack, and I'm like I'm praying that it gets rid of the triple bomb because I don't really care about it. So let's go for the swap. And I lose Seeking Fire, which is a bummer. And I also get one that kind of changes my strategy here. So I get a the targeting system is great because my special makes them take more damage, but I also get Spread Fire, which means I have 6 less shots, and it's like a shotgun. It's not a long-range gun weapon anymore. Which, as you all know, if you're watching my videos, I am not a huge fan of. Not a huge fan of melee type combat. So now I kind of have to like get used to this, which is gonna be tricky. I admit this is rough for me. I think it's actually not, you know, it's not a bad Daedalus hammer. It's a lot of damage. And I can still apply my Hangover, but it doesn't slow the rate of attack. Damage is good, but man, I have to get used to it. But the special making people take more damage is no joke. They're slower and take more damage. I like that. Some gold. This gun feels good, not gonna lie. It feels very nice. It's just, I'm a bit sad that I don't have the original.
It's that giant snake stone once again.
Like in this fight, I really wish I still had my Seeking Shot. I could just sit behind cover and Seeking Shot this boss. This mini boss. But now I have to kind of wait for it to stop attacking. I also keep going, like shooting at it from a range where I wouldn't hit it, which is kind of funny. You'll see me do that a couple times where I like dash out and I'm too far away and I shoot a whole clip and don't hit it. Yeah, I'll take more crit damage here. The mark would be pretty good if it weren't for the fact that I'm about to go fight Hades, which is more or less a one-on-one. There's some ads that I overall ignore.
Where would I be?
There's some ads that I overall ignore, which could get marked, which is kind of neat, but just the more critical damage is pretty sweet. For all of my damage over time effects that I'm trying to run here too. The dataless hammers, I also gotta say, the dataless hammers on the gun are some of my favorite in the game. You can make a special build work, and when you get it, it works really well. So my hate on the special is only at a default rate. And the attack variants are so cool. Compared to like a lot of other weapons just have like your dash strike hits more times. What to do, you know. It can be good, but it's not like cool. It doesn't have the cool factor. But like I have a shotgun now. That's pretty cool. And I am missing all my shots with it. This mini boss I think is really tough too when you have a melee-esque weapon, because he just makes it like you have to pick your spots so carefully to not get trapped and not get poisoned. A case where having a call is pretty nice. You know, if you're in a place, you can like dash in, hit them, dash out. I guess I killed him with Hangover there. I didn't realize I killed him. The call is good to have in that scenario, but yeah, the poison on the ground makes fighting as a melee pretty tough. What can we buy? I guess I'm just gonna go keep fighting without buying stuff. That's cool. It's cool. I'm hoping the Satyr Sack's in here, because I don't really care about the other two options. Although, actually, I'm pretty close to getting a Titan's Blood here. I should have thought about that. In hindsight, I don't think that I actually end up going down the money path at all. But I might have been able to get another Titan's Blood, which would have been pretty sweet. It would have been close. This game, man, this game is so good. All right, we made it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go down any of the other paths. I think I'm just gonna dip because again, Poseidon, lol, and money. Yeah, I should have thought. I really should have thought about getting this Titan's Blood actually, but I think I just go for some upgrades. God Gauge charging faster is actually pretty handy. That's pretty handy. The attack and special being stronger, it's just too late for that. That can be good pretty early. It can help you kind of go through rooms quick, especially if you take one of the keepsakes that wants you to go fast or not take damage. That's like a pretty sweet combo if you end up getting it.
Delicious.
Just go up to level 5 crit damage. Yeah. 8% crit chances, no joke. That's pretty sweet.
I know you're out there, fish. Like this.
Scuffer.
Joyfully, the Hound of Hell accepts another Satyr Sack.
Nom 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 nom. To the Cerberus. Nom 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 nom.
Bye for now, boy.
Alright, Dad. Let's fight. When you were a kid, do you ever like play fight with your dad? Not in a weird way, but like actually like just kind of jab at him, you know? I used to do that, and when I was really little, and I'd get really mad, and I'd just like try to hit him as hard as I could, and he'd just hold my head like an actual bully to a kindergartner, just hold my head, and I couldn't get close to him. I just wanted to hit him so bad. I'd get so angry as a kid. I mean, I was like 5, so
according
yeah.
to the fates, I was never meant to be born, since neither you nor Mother are of the underworld, something like that. Or was it just another lie you told to Mother and whoever else?
You think everything a lie?
Sorry, my dad's story is not as interesting as this one. I should shut up.
not that I had much of a choice. Among them, a one-time surface dweller such as I would never have an heir.
You really believe that? Then why attempt to have a child anyway?
You don't know anything. Why anyone would choose to have a child is a mystery to me. The fates said I would never have an heir. Perhaps this was all they meant.
Oh, that was a burn. Hades just called Zagreus not his son. Alright, get ready to watch me take a ridiculous amount of damage for no reason. Ow. This is kind of spoilers, but I think in the next episode that I play, I kind of like learn a bit about how to play a melee into this fight. Because right now I'm just messing it up, right? I've taken more than 100 damage so far for really no reason, like no trade. And obviously people like I'm not perfect. I'm gonna take damage in this fight. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I just need to move a little quicker.
Poseidon.
I'm just greeting for hits. Just being too greedy. Oh, the chariot spawn is like the worst ad for him to spawn, I think. Most of the ones you can just ignore, but the chariot you have to like focus so hard on dodging. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the Deathify before I even get him in the first phase. There's just so much damage. Oh, I don't lose a Deathify. Okay, that's pretty good. I popped two of my calls, so I'm not gonna have a greater call for a little while, but I think that's probably worth it, because I probably would have lost the Deathify had I not done that. And there it is. Just kidding. That was a big O. Ow. Nice of him to pop all of those urns there, by the way. Did I crit him here? I remember critting one of these. It was a big crit. That's the thumbnail for sure. Ow. So I'm doing a better job of dodging here. Commentator's curse. Wow, okay. And then I took 100 damage. Nice. All right, well, he's down. I still had 2 Deathify, so it wasn't that close, but I probably could have done that without losing, definitely without losing 2, maybe without losing 1. If I just learned what I had learned in the next episode that we'll watch earlier. Hopefully you'll see what I mean if you keep watching and watch episode 10. Because I recorded these both at the same time. Here I just like to, you know, it's nice to show what your build was doing, what you're focused on. I like this feature. I don't even know how you go look at these. I don't even know how you go look at these. I should probably figure that out because it'd be cool to look back. You know, it'd be fun if I like try to focus what my build is doing every time and then do some statistics once I've gotten a bunch of clears to see like what the higher win rates are. That would be kind of fun. But for now, I will probably stop on the commentary for a little bit and just let Zagreus and Persephone talk it out. Run up here. I don't know if I never know if I should stop and appreciate the view there or not. I mean, the art is just so amazing. But you know, I've been playing for an hour. I'm trying to get to mom, have a good conversation. So it's hard to justify stopping and looking at the pretty view. Ooh, perfect catch. Let's go.
All manner of fruits and vegetables thrive within the hidden gardens of Persephone, the one-time queen of all the underworld.
Oh. What are these things?
Is that you, Zagreus?
It's me. Mother, I discovered how come Father led you to believe that I could not survive past birth. He didn't lie to you exactly, so he says.
Wait, slow down, Zagreus. What do you mean? He told me you would not survive your birth, yet here you are. How wasn't that a lie?
Because he thought it was the truth. The fates appointed him dominion over the entire underworld, but he would never have an heir, so he was led to understand. He never expected me to be born, much less survive.
He never expected you to survive. Then, forgive my asking, but why did you? How did you? The fates are not known for making mistakes when it comes to such things.
Nyx saved my life. Or gave me life, I guess. Then raised me in your absence. The fates are her daughters, right? Maybe she persuaded them to go easier on me. She cannot say more. In any case, apparently it took her quite a while to revive me, and by then you were gone.
Nyx. Of course she was involved. I only managed to escape because of her. Then she restored my stillborn son to life and nurtured him? And I never would have known unless that child, fully grown and having learned the truth, defied his father and then found me here.
Yes, although we still don't know how come Father and Nyx never sent for you. Though, let me ask you something, Mother, if you please. If you had found out that I was born and very much alive, would you have come back?
Would I have come back? To see my only child? Had I but known you lived, I would have gladly gone through hell again to see you, Zagreus. Of course I would have.
Well then, what if Father didn't want you doing that?
What if he didn't want me coming back to him? Or seeing you? Oh no, you're fading again, Zagreus. You've pushed yourself too hard. But what is it you meant by what you said?
It's just a hunch of mine. I'll be back.
Every time you have one of those conversations when it's just cut short, it's like, ugh. Ugh, it's rough,
Father
man.
wanted her to leave, didn't he?
Game is so good.
Surprise, Hypnos. I got you this.
Whoa, 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 you can't bring that in here. Just kidding. Thanks. But wait, I'll trade you. Look.
Cheers, Hypnos.
Chthonic coin purse, thanks. Thanks, Famalam.
Natural causes got you again, huh? That's a real shame. I mean, imagine one day you're just going about your business and then, you're dead. Although I guess you don't have to imagine it like I do.
No.
Hypnos. Funny character, that one.
It isn't much then, but I got you something.
Want me to take that off your hands? Fine. But you are taking this from me. And if anybody...
Thank you, Than.
You took Lord Hades down. You really did. I've never seen him quite like this before. I could scarce believe it when he came up through the pool of sticks himself.
I wish we got to see that too. It'd be a nice little touch if when we killed him, we got to watch a little animation of him coming out of the
Take
pool.
some credit where it's due. Though, you'll forgive me if I keep my distance for a little while, as I think you have some issues to resolve. You watch yourself.
That'd be sweet, right?
I'm planning.
It'd feel good.
What's new?
How did it go, lad? You've been gone a while. For good reason, I hope.
I found her again, sir, and we were able to talk some more. but I have so many questions left for her, and Father's certainly not been of any help.
Well, first of all, good work. I knew you had it in you. Secondly, you know what you have to do. Go find her, for as many chances as it takes. It's not just her you've sought. It's the answers to those questions that you have.
Yes, I will.
I have to give a nectar to Cerberus. This is such a good boy.
Look what I got for you, boy.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift, another muzzles something back into his hand.
Thank you, boy.
Cerberus's art direction is really good too. I like the red look. I don't know if that's canon, but I love the look of him in this game.
Isn't the place to talk, right?
No, it most certainly is not. Though I take it shall not be long before another of our private meetings then.
Count on that. I grant you funding and autonomy to do this job upon your earliest convenience, contractor.
You need not listen to him, contractor.
I'm excited to get the third diamond for my rerolls, as you can tell by my mouse movement.
Orpheus, forgive my bluntness here, but I have to ask, why won't you sing? You were a legend, mate. Our court musician.
Why, it's that I've lost my muse, my friend. It isn't harder to explain than that. Have you not had such moments in your life where you had lost the will to chase your passions?
I suppose I have, yeah. But recently I found my drive again. And that's why I have to get out of here.
And I am truly happy for you, friend. Alas, I've had no luck in my own search. Not that I'm searching any longer, so I'll just be over here, okay?
I need to figure out how to make how to get Orpheus to sing. I want to hear it. The music's so good in this game. I don't want to hear what that sounds like.
Told me. I don't know what to say. Why didn't you tell me?
There are many things that I am not at liberty to speak of, child, through my own binding choice. These circumstances are among them. Suffice it to say that your revival required the extent of my ability and considerable time.
I never should have been born. Was that what the Fates wanted? Did you defy your own daughters?
Silence. Tempt not my daughters thus.
Thank them for me.
I do, sir. I don't have any nectar, but hello.
Hi, Your Highness. I just wanted you to know that if you do get out, we are going to miss you around here. Okay, so bye.
Thanks. Here's the latest cat, chef.
Oh wow, you get a Titan's blood for the sturgeon. That's insane.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven that.
It's better than nothing.
That's pretty insane.
I've come for questionable deals.
Don't want any of that. I don't think. And we're off. Let's see, have I? Oh yeah, I do have a list checked off.
Pleasure doing business.
Yep,
with you,
I unlocked all my weapons.
Nice
That's
to
pretty
have
cool.
My ancient legendary weapons there.
And let's just get some mirror upgrades. Probably just upgrade my health again. Yep.
All right.
And let's go up to the weapon area. So I think for now I'm gonna call it. Again, I'm doing a voiceover, so I don't know exactly where I end the video here. I've got some cool things to investigate next time, as it says up at the top, but I'll leave that for next episode. For now, if you liked the video, make sure you like. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. And most important to me, please comment with some feedback about how I can improve my video making. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the show, and peace.